If I came across this question in test conditions, I'd probably leave it to last because it's only 1 mark, and it's actually quite a difficult question if you don't know what these fractions are offhand, which is unlikely. You don't use these fractions often enough to know what they are as a decimal. But we could work these out and apply a little theory here. So a sixth and a ninth are related to a third. Let's consider with a half to begin with. All powers of 2 as a denominator, so 1 over 2, 1 over 4, 1 over 8, 1 over 16, these all revert to terminating decimals. So 1 over 256, that would also revert down to a terminating decimal. That's a power of 2. Now if I look at my powers of 3, so I have 1 over 3, then 1 over 9, these are all related to 3. So they are also going to be recurring decimals because the third, that's 0.3 recurring. A sixth is essentially half of a third. This isn't going to convert into a decimal nicely, it's still going to be a recurring decimal. But if we didn't know this theory, we could go ahead and use long division. So we could do 6's into 1, that doesn't go, so I carry over the 1. That goes once, there's a remainder of 4. 6's into 40, that goes 6 times, there's a remainder of 4. 6, remainder of 4, 6. And we could stop there. We don't actually need to go that far, because we can see that the 4 is just going to keep repeating. So clearly a sixth is going to be 0.616 recurring. That's going to be recurring decimal. 7's into 1. This one is a long one. Now you could go ahead and do the long division on this, and in exam conditions you probably don't want to do this, but if you were quick enough you would have time to do it. If I do 1 over 7, I'm just going to put this into a calculator for the purposes of this video. This is equal to 0.142857 recurring. So you can see that would be quite hard to work out in exam conditions. It's 1 over a prime number. Now it turns out if you have 1 over a prime number, other than 2 and 5, it's going to be a recurring decimal. So 1 over 7, 1 over 11, 1 over 13, 1 over any of these primes, that's recurring decimal. It's not common knowledge, so I suppose you're not really taught that in GCSE. It's not going to come up that often. It's just some random maths trivia, I suppose. Now 1 over 8, we can work out this one. 8's into 1, doesn't go. Carry over to 1, goes once, remainder 2, goes twice, with a remainder of 4. 8's into 40, goes 5 times, 0.125, that one terminated. 9's into 1, doesn't go. There's a remainder of 1, goes once, it's a remainder of 1. Okay, we can stop there because the remainder is the same twice in a row, and it's repeated on that pattern. So this is going to be 0.1 recurring. So 3 of these decimals are recurring.